I've protected it. You told me this is more important to you than your own life. This is a quote from Zenitsu Agatsuma from Demon Slayer / Kimetsu no Yaiba. And this is his episode of my favourite character.
Look around, tell me what you see. A change in society, and nothing has happened to me. So tell me where to return to without a new name. Everything is changing around me, but still I'm the same. Anybody out there somewhere, I swear, where am I supposed to go? Never.
So far across this series, we've had a common theme in characters, and that tends to be the fact that they tend to be a bit cowardly, or a bit, as the Reddit community likes to call it, a bit simpy, or a bit of a wuss, which is the same thing really. And just wanted to say that this is highly not intended. They just happen to be some of my favourite characters. You know, across all these shows, there's always a character in it that seems to be the lovable rogue, or the lovable one who is a bit annoying or is a bit audacious, and they tend to strike. And for some reason, so far, I've only let you guys know that my most favourite ones so far are the cowardly ones. Don't get me wrong, eventually there'll be more ones that make sense, but at the moment I want to, put these out there. But Zenitsu Agatsuma is a demon slayer and a member of the Demon Slayer Corps. He is one of the three he's one of the three of the travelling group of Tanjiro Kamada and Nezuko Kamada and Inosuke. He's one of the main protagonists of a Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. And throughout the show, Zenitsu is shown to be something of a wannabe womanizer, stemming from his desire to not be single should he be killed. And he does tend to hit on girls quite a lot throughout the show. There's many moments in the first season. I won't try and talk about the second season material. First season, there's a moment where Tanjiro comes across him in the middle of a street, demanding a woman marry him, and all she said was if he needed water. And this shows that he has that much of a desire and almost an obsession on being in a relationship / being married to someone that he's willing to do anything for it. And much to the annoyance of the girls he asks, who he finds cute, to marry him, they get very annoyed. And this womanizing feature shown, it overrides his docile personality, where he's always quite laid back, or he doesn't really think much about it. And in particular, when he believes his comrades are flirting with cute girls, he soon snaps and goes into long hysterical rants and complaints. And that's always quite funny with Zenitsu, because he comes off as a massive coward, and as often as he claims he doesn't have long to live due to the dangerous job of being a demon slayer, he also has rather low self-esteem despite his actual strength. Even when he even considers himself useless, as seen when he couldn't believe he's slain a demon. And that's in one of the first few episodes. I think that's episode 11, I want to say. Just trying to think. Yeah, episode 11 or so, where he's cornered alongside one of the kids that's with him called Shoichi, and Zenitsu falls asleep and then brings out his thunder clap, and his thunderclap, and he doesn't realize what he does, and he has this ability where he knows one form at all times. And he tried to learn more as a kid, and when he tried to learn more as a kid, he'd just panic and run up a tree, or panic and go, oh, I don't know what to do here, and panic and do this. And over time, he eventually just got this one form of thunder breathing so stuck in his head that it's all he can do. So when you see him in fights use it, and he literally just all of a sudden, it's the first form, thunderclap and flash, where he, the user, dashes forward and slashes at their opponent with incredible speed. Zenitsu has honed this ability to an extent where he's been able to repeat the dash multiple times in quick succession. You see it when he fights the demon. He does it in the rotating house against the demon with the drums, where he does it the one time, eliminates the demon easily. And then there's another time where later on the show, when they are fighting the... I'm going to refer to them as the Spider Family. The picture or the video will be on the screen of an actual name. Where he falls unconscious after falling out of a tree. And mid-air, he turns into Thunderclap and Flash. And, he instantly goes and does, if I had to take about 18 of them in a row, and wipes out, spider after spider after spider after spider after spider. And he's shown that even though he's cowardly and he's very against the idea of picking fights, even before that fight began, he refused to go in, and all he wanted to do was protect Nezuko. There's a scene where the three of them are recuperating, and he wanted to know what was inside Tanjiro's box, because that's what he protected it from, and that's what the quote was from, is when he protected the box from Inosuke, because Inosuke knew there was a demon in there. And when he realized that it was a person in there, he freaked out, but as soon as he saw Nezuko, he instantly turned into a very laid-back, flirty, demanding this, demanding that. But he has shown at times that, yes, he's very flirty with Nezuko, and he chases her a lot throughout the show, and it gives quite a humorous feeling to the show after some of the fights. He does care, and this is going to go into manga territory, so fuck it. Where, I'll put a spoiler warning, don't worry. Where he protects Nezuko on numerous occasions outside the box, and as the show ends, he essentially marries Nezuko, and that's shown from her affiliation, that she always associated him with protecting her all the time. And this is what I mean. A lot of these characters have the cowardice in them. They can't do it. They're awful. Well, not awful, but they are wimps, and they simp, and they can't do anything. And you look at Zenitsu, and he's sort of a half and half of that. He is the character that will run away at the first sight of a fight. He will be the first one to say, no, I'd rather stay here. And yet, when he's put in a situation where he has to fight, he's unbelievably strong, and he's one of the strongest in the show. And this is why he's one of my favourite characters, because you watch the Demon Slayer show, and he's screaming, he's shouting that he doesn't want to do this, he doesn't want to do that, he'd rather do this, he'd rather do that. And even when it comes to training to get the constant breathing techniques under, where they do it all the time instead of in select moments, as they're taught by the Hashira, that you need to do it all the time. And he does that. He looks at the idea of doing that, and he just shies away and refuses to do it. And when he sees that Tanjiro and Inosuke had been training by themselves for a few days, he looks at them and he's like, well, why are you so tired? Then he sees it's pretty girls in his eyes, that, oh, I must do it, and he suddenly excels at it. And that's what I mean. Zenitsu's strength comes from the appearance of women, which is insane. And it's one of the reasons he's such a great character, is that he makes no sense. And this is why I wanted to make him the third episode. And I just wanted to say, as a wrap up, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on Twitch. I'll leave the link in the description for that. Please check the Discord out. I regularly talk about anime wherever I can. The more people who like anime, the better, because then we can all talk about it. I recently looked at the views of the second episode. I saw it's just gone over 100, which is fucking insane. I apologize for the language. And I am so grateful for that, because the first episode got as many views as I expected, and I wanted to keep making this regardless. But when I looked at it this morning, even though I released it last night, I was in awe. So I thank you. And to those discussing it on Reddit, I see you. You're funny. But yeah, so that's been my favorite character, episode 3, Zenitsu Agatsuma. Episode 4 will be coming out later this week, but episode 3, as of recording the 18th of November, will be out tomorrow, the 19th, I believe, or today, depends. This has been Necro. I'm out.
Look around, tell me what you see. A change in society.